Sarnia has grit and the soul of a poet. For far too long, people have assumed that great music and art were things created by other people who live somewhere else. But great things happen in our own backyard all the time, and I've spent my life trying to bottle that magic. My name is Adam Miner, and I've been recording musicians in Sarnia since 1995. I operate DNA Media with both my father and Natalie Bravo, a photographer and videographer. Every last Sunday, DNA Media explores the fascinating history of our small town's potent music scene. This month, I will be playing music from local artists like the Barnburners, an old-school country band with twang for days, and an exciting up-and-coming songwriter, Jasper Blue. I'll be playing blistering skater punk, courtesy of Three Impotent Males, and music from a friend who has moved on to find great success in Nashville. Natalie will be online during our broadcast and on our mixlr.com/DNA Media page and at facebook.com/DNA Media Sarnia. Send her your suggestions for what you would like us to cover in future episodes. Let's start a conversation about what our art scene, our music scene, means to you. Our first song is Summer Madness by It's Not Me. It's Not Me is the creation of Adam Coe. What strikes me about his work, and this song in particular, is how well he plays with structure. He often doesn't use a regular rhyming scheme, and there are always twists in the music. It's a hard trick to pull off, but it makes the song feel natural and almost stream of conscious. It's Not Me has something in common with Gord Downie of the Tragically Hip. Quirky and poetic, but Adam goes all in with his sweet and innocent voice as he explores his limitless nostalgia. This song features two drummers, Jeff Johnson and Tim Tanner. Tim is formerly from the rock band Chewy. Tim was a big part of Chewy's sound. Last month we played their song Slow Mo. If you want to check that out, please download our previous episodes at soundcloud.com/DNA Media. Here's Summer Madness.
I could use a navigation.
I'm so excited about our next artist, and likely biased because I had the good fortune to record him. Jasper Blue is a local songwriter who contacted me about making a folk record in the style of Bob Dylan's early output. Back then, they had very limited editing and overdubbing capabilities. You really had to perform. We decided to record his songs live over the course of 3 days. In that time, I got to know him a little bit. He's a traveler. He hitchhiked out to California last year and spent his winter hitting open mics, busking on the streets, and meeting people. This year, he's heading out west to the Vancouver area. I wish him all the best out there. You don't often meet people that brave and that kind. I couldn't imagine being able to deal with all of that freedom. This song, Arizona, is a perfect example of the travelogues he's written.
By the time I get to Arizona, night will have fallen. By the time I cross that old dusty desert with the coyotes calling. 1 mile, 2 miles, many more. We're all looking, but we don't know what we're looking for. It was really nice to know you, but I'm going down to Arizona. It was really nice to know you, but I'm going down to Arizona. By the time I get along that old highway with the sun shining down, and by the time I see all of that country from town to town, you know and I know that one day I'd have to go. Midnight moon glow down in New Mexico. And it was really nice to know you, but I'm going down to Arizona. Yeah, it was really nice to know you, but I'm going down to Arizona. And by the time I get to Arizona, my soul will be old. By the time I get to Arizona, my heart will be gold. Long days before long, I made it down to Tucson. Long days walking tall, I'll make it even if I have to crawl. It's really nice to know you, but I'm going down to Arizona. And it was really nice to know you, but I'm going down to Arizona.
Marinol Nation is the brainchild of Eli Martin. He got some press years ago for setting up a protest of a surveillance balloon over in Port Huron. Moon the Balloon is in keeping with the dark sarcasm that courses through his body of work as a songwriter. Eli gives that guy from Dos Equis a run for his title as the most interesting man in the world. He's well-traveled and spent time teaching in Africa and traveling to less and less safe areas of the continent on his holidays. Eli has 3 albums out, and they document a unique voice in songwriting. There is a lifetime of hard-fought perspective in his songs. The pain and the joy is real and matured by yet another local songwriter who has lived on life's edges. Drama Queen is one of the songs off his new record, Field of Dreams. On October 24th, he'll be celebrating its release here downtown at the Trinity Lounge.
The first one I call Psycho Jane. If words could cut like knives, whips and chains were her domain. She wouldn't be my wife. At least it didn't break my heart when we said goodbye. Games are all fun and well until you lose an eye. And I ain't a fan of drama. She ain't my drama queen. I ain't a fan of trouble. No trouble follows me. No, I ain't a fan of drama. And she ain't my drama queen. The second I call Amy, I swear that was her name. A few too many breakdowns, but still a bit too tame. Well, Amy had her issues. Boy, that girl could talk. I finally got 2 words in and I took another walk. 'Cause I ain't a fan of drama. She ain't my drama queen. I ain't a fan of trouble. Though trouble follows me. No, I ain't a fan of drama. And she ain't my drama queen. Still I felt some relief when she met another man. I couldn't take another round. I think she understands that I ain't a fan of drama. She ain't my drama queen. I ain't a fan of trouble. Though trouble follows me. No, I ain't a fan of drama. She ain't my drama queen. I ain't a fan of trouble. Though trouble follows me. No, I ain't a fan of drama. And she ain't my drama queen. No, she ain't my drama queen.
Scott Maneri of the Barnburners has been a staple of the local music scene for a long time. He's one of the real showmen in Sarnia music history. He's opened up for the who's who of country music at Bayfest over the years, and his energy and blistering guitar playing is as captivating in front of 20,000 as it is in front of a packed bar downtown. Take My Memory With You is from his first album as a principal songwriter and singer. My father, Dave Miner, supplies the rhythm acoustic guitar, and on this particular recording, Rob Sokol and Dave Scarlett provide the drums and bass. In addition to his own music, Scott has performed with Mike Stevens, the harmonica virtuoso from Brights Grove we showcased last month. Because we're a small town, people of all genres collide and collaborate. Exclusive genre-dependent scenes are impossible here, and that is our city's strength.
Take my memory with you when you say goodbye. Well, don't leave it here with me, 'cause it'll only make me cry. Take my memory with you if you must go. Well, take my memory with you, so I'll know you're not alone. I had a love so true that you treated cruel. It was a crying shame what you put me through, 'cause it took so long to realize your sweet words of love, they were nothing but lies. Take my memory with you when you say goodbye. Well, don't leave it here with me, 'cause it'll only make me cry. Take my memory with you if you must go. Well, take my memory with you, so I'll know you're not alone. It may be hard to tell, I wish you well, and these tears in my eyes, well, they will dry in time. Then I'll paint the town with someone new, and this broken heart won't remember you. Take my memory with you when you say goodbye. Well, don't leave it here with me, 'cause it'll only make me cry. Take my memory with you if you must go. Take my memory with you, so I'll know you're not alone. So I'll know you're not alone. So I'll know you're not alone.
Thank you for tuning in. Natalie is online looking for your suggestions for what to play on our upcoming broadcasts. If someone you know is interested in checking out Last Sunday, they can find it at soundcloud.com/DNA Media Sarnia. We'll be providing links on the DNA Media Facebook page to the show, as well as to many of the artists we feature here tonight. To find out more about DNA Media and Last Sunday, visit us at facebook.com/DNA Media Sarnia. If you're a musician or a poet with Sarnia roots, get in touch. We know there's more out there and that we're just scratching the surface. I have enough material in my collection for a few years worth of Last Sunday, but we'd love your input. Natalie Bravo has been documenting Sarnia music in her own way, going to shows and taking photographs and filming music videos. To see her videos, go to youtube.com/c/DNA Media Group Sarnia. Again, we'll have links on our DNA Media Facebook page. I had front row seats to the evolution of skater punk. Wes Ryan is one of the city's foremost guitarists, and his band, Three Impotent Males, have been leaders in the punk rock community for over a decade. What makes Wes a remarkable band leader is his ability to attract monster players. Mike Westuba is joined by Wally Wallington in the rhythm section. Mike plays bass on the Chewy record we featured last month, and Wally is one of the best drummers I've ever heard. In the early 90s, before social media, before the internet, musicians like Wes were combining hardcore with more melodic elements, but also with progressive elements drawn from records like Metallica's and Justice for All. It happened organically here, and Wes had equal love for the half pipe and heavy, heavy guitar sounds. His dedication to tight playing and intricate writing influenced me and a lot of other local musicians. Mix 3 is available on their SoundCloud page as a download. No Yesterdays is a song by the now defunct Astronaut. The band was comprised of Dave Uppel on bass, Matt and Dan Gordon on piano and drums, and Ed Murphy on guitar. Matt and Dan have both done studio session work for other Sarnia artists we will likely feature down the road. No Yesterdays has an incredibly memorable and beautiful melody. The piano composition itself is enough to keep me entertained for a lifetime. I can't overstate what a gem this song is. Every day, albums are released that include much weaker material than this amazing song. Matt Gordon has gone on to open his own recording facility, 1092 Studios, in Nashville. In addition to American clients, he has worked with our own local acoustic duo, Erica and Sarah. It's a shame that Sarnia can't always retain the best talent it produces, but we should be proud to be operating on such fertile soil.
Said you had something to tell me, said you had something to say. You said it to me, baby, and took me straight out of my grave. Said you had something to show me, said I had something to see. You told me that you loved me, and I fell straight down to my knees. Maybe I'm a better man for a girl, 'cause baby, you're ahead of the game. Something that I can't tell you, something that I can't say. It's a crazy one-syllable feeling I hadn't felt till yesterday. But I can tell you the truth is, baby, it's just you that makes me not need yes yesterday. It's a crazy one-syllable feeling I hadn't felt till yesterday. But I can tell you the truth is, baby, it's just you that makes me not need yesterdays. I live by your side if you will be my bride to the end of both our days. Oh, I need no yesterday. Said I had something to tell you, said I had something to say. Words are never missing, but meaning's lost in yesterday. Maybe I'm a better man for a girl, 'cause baby, you're ahead of the game. Something that I can't tell you is something that I can't say. It's a crazy one-syllable feeling I hadn't felt till yesterday. But I can tell you the truth is, baby, it's just you. It makes me not need yesterdays. I live by your side if you will be my bride to the end of both our days. There's no room for yesterdays.
Dave Russell is a Sarnia native who has been operating out of Windsor for nearly a decade. Come Back Town was recorded there, and it's a fitting song for a place like Windsor, which is just across the river from Detroit. But given the economic reality we live in, it could apply to every town in North America. It's hopeful and so catchy, I was singing along the first time they played it in Sarnia at the Trinity Lounge. Dave has a knack for songs that take up residency in your brain. Dave has the universal appeal that draws casual listeners in, but he's also a songwriter's songwriter. Narrowing down what song of his to play was so difficult that we've included a second song from his former rock outfit, the Tree Streets. We'll check them out after this. Come Back Town by Dave Russell and the Precious Stones.
You like to get knocked around when you're living in a comeback town. Pick yourself up off the ground when you're living in a comeback town. Living in a comeback town. Loose lips really get around when you're living in a comeback town. Talk is cheap but never profound when you're living in a comeback town. Living in a comeback town. You feel like giving up, feel like breaking down when you're living in a comeback town. You stay the course, you wear the crown when you're living in a comeback town. Living in a comeback. Everybody better days are southbound. When you're living in a comeback town, you're living in a comeback town. There's a feeling in the air, something's going down. When you're living in a comeback town, living on a river where everybody drowns. When you're living in a comeback town, living in a comeback. Everybody cheers for the underdog. Everyone is rooting for the comeback town. Is rooting for the comeback town. Is rooting for the comeback town. Is rooting for the comeback. Comeback town, you're rooting for the comeback town. You're rooting for the comeback town. Comeback town. Comeback town. Comeback town. Comeback town. Rooting for the comeback. 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 Comeback town.
Guitarist Brendan Fraser, singer and bassist Dave Russell, and drummer Colin Lee were the Tree Streets until 2009. Since then, Dave has been doing his solo work backed by the Precious Stones. This song comes via request by Bruce Clark, who thinks these guys were one of the best rock bands Sarnia ever produced. I'm inclined to agree. This is straight up rock and roll with no other pretense. Never Enough was track 1 on their Right to Stand record. It happens to be the first record done here at DNA's downtown location. Guitarist Brendan Fraser has freelanced as an audio engineer, done session guitar work, and also maintains the piano here at the studio and elsewhere as part of his piano technician business. He's also written violin and cello pieces for rock records. The Tree Streets were bursting with talent, and I'm thankful to have had the chance to document it.
Forgotten memory. You're hiding history. You wasted years with me. You tasted victory. Whoa, it's never enough. Whoa, it's never enough. Whoa, it's never enough. Whoa, it's never enough. Said that you don't love me anymore. One day you see we'll find it sure. Herein, these are my last words. Fearing something you never heard. Whoa, it's
When Systems Collide has released 2 recordings. Maybe Someday is a song from the first record, which was essentially a solo EP by When Systems Collide frontman Derek Walsh. Maybe Someday tugs at your heart and has a great sense of atmosphere. Again, it features ex-Chewy drummer Tim Tanner. Derek would go on to follow up this EP with Ben and Dan Ainsworth and Warren Phillips on a self-titled album produced by Mike McKay's. We'll be spinning tracks from that in future episodes. I'm really hoping we get to hear a new record down the line from this promising writer and his band. Ben and Dan Ainsworth play in a variety of different projects and are both tremendous musicians. I really appreciate Derek's descriptive lyrics and his sweet but dusty vocal delivery.
Walk with your eyes to the side, a glance behind, and you'll find you're on your own. Stare at the sky, you'll go blind in due time, and you'll find you're on your own. And maybe someday we can make some sense of all of this. Think aloud to yourself, pace around a bit. What you find is still a mystery. Still in style just to get apocalyptic. Raise your brow at the crowd who injects it, and you'll find a peace of mind and the truth.
Our last song this month is Lonely Song by Trio Chevalier. It's one of many of Jim Chevalier's incarnations, this time featuring Sam Picard on keys and Craig Gillings on bass. When this album was released in 1997, they were doing a regular Saturday that was affectionately referred to as a cult. Jim has written with Kim Mitchell and has been a major component of the Sarnia music scene since the 60s. Lonely Song proves that with experience and an authentic story, a songwriter can hold your attention for 7 minutes. It's a humble production reminiscent of Leonard Cohen's output from the same era. Sam and Craig always provided a captivating backdrop for Jim's poetry, and the trio was a thing to behold live. On those Saturday nights, it seemed like everyone in the local art scene was in attendance. The trio had an undefinable magnetism.
Walk these streets so many times. I know them well. I know all the signs. I walk them high and I've walked them low. Walked with purpose, and I just don't know. Tonight is lonely, and I walk alone. The spirit's heavy, and my heart's a stone. Tonight is me, the wind, and you. The wind is heavy, and I'm missing you. I don't want to be alone. 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 Be alone. My body aches and my mind is confused. You know the rich just get richer and the poor don't get to choose. I see your smile and your elegance, but it's not for me, it's for someone else. I don't want to be alone. 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 Be alone. You said you loved me and those other things. You sold the package, so I see
stop for coffee, but I hate the light. It's hard to hide. So where are you tonight? I don't want to be alone. 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 The cruiser slows, but it does not stop. Go ahead, you can take me downtown, but I could use the walk. The street up ahead turns to green neath the traffic lights. And how I wish I knew where you are tonight. I don't want to be alone. 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 Be alone. No, I don't want to be alone. No, no, no.
Next month, I will be starting my Sunday night residency at the Refined Fool here downtown. They're my favorite craft beer brewers, and they have a beautiful tap room I look forward to playing in. Last Sundays will be broadcast at 7 p.m., and I'll be playing songs from 8 p.m. until close, again at the Refined Fool. We hope to see some familiar faces. But that's it for this last Sunday. We hope to have your ears for episode 3 on October 25th. Hopefully, by then, you will have sent us suggestions for artists you feel need to be heard. If you have access to some local art, let us know. We're not bound by any notion of genre or era. The story of Sarnia's music scene is complex and vast. We're just scratching the surface. Sarnia has grit and the soul of a poet. We'll do some more exploring together next month.